Yes, now bless now people. There's Rocksteady, King of the Pit TV. We just listened to a Skylit Drive, okay? The album in question was entitled Adelphia. From what I'm aware, 2009 this was brought out, 13 tracks. It was recommended on the Patreon by Justin, so thank you very much for that, Justin. So if you like a Skylit Drive, don't thank me, thank Justin. My first encounter with this band is I must have had one or two tunes from this act downloaded, I assume via LimeWire. I don't think I would have downloaded any singles off of iTunes for this, because I used to I used to steal my mum's card and download singles off of iTunes, you know, until she found out pretty soon after I downloaded a Kiss Greatest Hits album. Pretty good. For some reason I thought my mum was made out of money. I don't know why I tried doing that as a teenager, but here we are. This was a decent record. My experience with Skylit Drive back then is something I don't remember. I had an idea of the particular sound we were looking at, a more emo-adjacent metalcore, one alike, the Alisanas, and, you know, a sign of the time, something that might not necessarily, or at least didn't come into the 2010s with much ease, you know, because there was a different generation of young people who were, you know, probably looking for something different to what we were in the 2000s, but I think this sound in this band would do very good nowadays if it was a new up-and-coming band putting a record out like this. I was blown away by the fact it's a frontman. I'm sure I'm not the only one. I was caught off guard at the start, and then on the last song, 13 songs in, I was still thinking, wow, I can't believe this is a biological male. It raises so many questions. Honestly, the vocal performance is a once-in-a-lifetime experience. So I think just by default, this band really excels because of that. And not only because of that, but because the singing and the melody and the power and the vocal performance as a whole was just really good, really fantastic, really fantastic. And then when you know, manifest the tenfold benefit, given that it has this incredibly unique value that I've never come across before. You know, with it being sound, it sounds like a woman. You would not think that is a dude. You cannot think that is a dude listening to that. So that was fantastic. That was fantastic. That was really good. Musically, I think instrumentally, you know, they do a great job. They've got some cool riffs. They've got some very good guitar work. But it serves as background for the vocal melody, because the vocal is so at the forefront, it's so important, and it's so bold, it's so consistent, it's so melodic, it's so coherent lyrically, generally, that, you know, the instrumental serves purpose, but it really isn't the important element of this act. The harsh vocals were good, you know, no complaints. That style of vocal, the whole metalcore thing, I'm not too fussed on. That style of vocal, it's generally hard to do anything pleasing to my ears when it comes to that. My apologies, people. But the duality of the cleans and the harsh were good. Drumming was reasonable. The mix I had on, here it comes again. The mix I had, which is the official, you know, upload from a Skylit Drive via YouTube. Here we go. I'll pause it if I need to sneeze again, people, okay? And I think I'm going to need to. I'll see you in one moment. Alright, I'm back. So, I forgot what I was speaking about initially. But the drums, okay. We'll talk about the mix, weren't we? So Skylit Drive uploaded this. So whether not they uploaded it to the finest quality they could do, I'm sure not. Like I've seen in the comments that CD quality and so forth is a bit better, but the drums didn't really pop, especially because I'm not listening through £5,000 headphones. I'm just listening to them as I would do normally, so take it as you want. I'm a consumer of music. I don't need to listen to things in a different manner because it would produce an inorganic response. I'm going to rate this record a good 7 out of 10. I'll give it 7 out of 10. It's a great effort. It's a great performance. It's a little outdated, in the grand scheme of things, where I'm at now, what the music scene is saying. And I don't think this sound, although I did say, a band coming about would have great success now, I think probably because they would stand out in the crowd and because generationally speaking, enough time has passed that it would be refreshing to an extent, in the midst of what's going on now. But to me, having been within this musical community and arena of bands and having experienced bands and the adjacent bands back then, now listening back, having known what I've known and experienced what I think, I just don't think it touches me in the same manner as it would do my younger self. But that's just the way it is. 7 out of 10 is a respectable score. And on that note, I'm going to sign out, people. Peace.